President Dorman, Provost Dalal, distinguished alumni, distinguished faculty, and distinguished students. I'd like to welcome you to the 11th FEA Student Conference. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Yes. Shall I get any closer? Okay. Okay. This conference was started by Dean Ibrahim Hajj 11 years ago, and I hope it will continue for many years to come. It provides a forum for our students to hone in their presentation skills, their writing skills, and to share with us the results of their research and their designs. The format of this conference is slightly different this year from the past. We've broken it up into 4 half-day sessions. One morning, the first morning is devoted to civil engineering, followed by, in the afternoon, by architecture and design. The next day, it's mechanical engineering, followed by electrical and computer engineering. Each session will commence with a 30-minute presentation by the distinguished alumnus. I hope it's 25 minutes and leaves us for 5 minutes for questions and answers. And then we'll have 6 15-minute presentations by students, followed by, for the first time, we close each session with a 30-minute presentation by a faculty member that is chosen by his or her department. So this year, the conference will feature our distinguished alumni, our students, and our faculty. There will be a 30-minute break after the third student presentation. It's a coffee break, and it'll be right next to the main entrance of the building. And there we'll also have a poster session. So while having a cup of coffee, please look around and look at some more of the works of the students that are presented in the poster session. There is also a reception tomorrow evening at 7:30 on the engineering terrace. At that reception, we are going to be giving monetary awards as well as a plaque for all the best student presentation and the best poster presentation from every session. I've got some bad news for distinguished alumni and the professors. There are no monetary awards for them. Let me take a minute and talk to you about what's been happening this last year. We are in the final stages of developing a strategic plan for the faculty that aligns us with the strategic plan and the vision of the university to make us the premier research university in the region. We have 2 proposals that are now in New York for approval, one for a master's in construction engineering and one for a master's in chemical engineering. And we have submitted to the administration a proposal for an undergraduate degree in industrial engineering. Yesterday I had the first Faculty of Engineering and Architecture External Advisory Board, and they were unanimous in endorsing the plan for this new department. I also discussed with them the possibility of a petroleum engineering program in parallel with chemical engineering to change chemical into chemical and petroleum engineering, offering 2 degrees, one in petroleum and one in chemical. And they were all enthused about it and thought it's past due. It should have started a long time ago. So we're very enthused about both those proposals. Finally, if you walk in the corridor, you will hear the sweet noise of construction. Our new building, the Oxy Irani building, is in construction right now. It's due to be finished in 2 years, and it will house our undergraduate and graduate research labs and will house our graduate students. The faculty is doing very well. Right now, our enrollment in undergraduate students is over 1,800 students. When I was a student here a century ago, it was 400. And during the war years, the enrollment even declined below that. Right now, we're at 1,800. And we have more than 300 master students. And we have 44 PhD students and residents. The programs are doing very well. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the FEA Student Conference Steering Committee, the faculty, the staff, for all the hours that they put in to make this into a successful conference. I hope it's a good prophecy. Now I'll introduce President Dorman, who will give us a few words.
Thank you very much, Dean Suidan. I thank you for inviting me to say a few words. It's always a great pleasure to come here and to help open the annual student conference for FEA. It's a great occasion. It's a way for students to share their research and to mingle with faculty, and especially with distinguished alumni who are here as well. Research really is the lifeblood of academia. And having a chance to share your research with your peers is really the essence of what we do. And those of you who will be going on to academia will realize that this is the most exciting aspect of working and teaching at a university. At the student level, sharing research is often difficult to do because there are few opportunities. And what I find most outstanding about this conference is the opportunity for students themselves to present their research in a thoughtful way and to garner constructive criticism as they go on. I know that all of you students this year have been working very hard on your theses, on your capstone projects, and on your research. And so now is the chance for you to share your thoughts, your research, the outcome of your hard work, and to have a productive and informative 2 days. It is also very fitting, I think, that we use this occasion to honor our illustrious alumni, people who have graduated from this faculty and who have gone on to distinguish themselves in their chosen careers. These alumni, over the years, have climbed the ladder of success, and in many ways, they have dramatically fulfilled the promise of an AUB education. So I would like to offer my warmest congratulations to the distinguished alumni who are here with us today and whom we honor. And I hope for those of you students who are going to be participating in the conference, I hope in the years to come you will maintain your strong connection to this faculty, to this university. I know some of you will be going on to higher education, some of you will be moving on directly to careers. But I know that you will always think of AUB as your second home. And I suspect that in the years to come, in the decades to come, we will be in turn honoring a number of you as distinguished alumni. So thank you again for your participation in this conference. Dean Suidan, thank you for inviting me here, and good luck to all of you.
Now we'll, okay. His Excellency, the Ambassador of Nigeria just joined us. Okay. Our first distinguished alumnus is Mr. Saeed Khalaf. Saeed got his bachelor's degree in 1971. I don't even need to look at my notes here because that's the year I graduated. We were classmates. And Saeed worked for CAT as a site engineer on the first road construction project awarded by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1971. In 1973, he worked as a project manager on a 55-kilometer road project. Later in 1975, he managed three roads totaling 275 kilometers, and the size of that contract was $137 million. That is in 1975. That's a lot of money then. Still a lot of money now. In 1997, he started a company called Cetrico with a Nigerian partner. Cetrico is a company that specializes in the construction of roads and bridges. The initial capital of the company was $100,000, and Cetrico grew to the leading road and bridge construction firm in Nigeria. Saeed is serving on our external advisory board. Saeed, if you'd come forward, please. Our second distinguished alumnus is Mr. Basim Ziadi. Basim's middle name is Nicola. Nicola was a professor at AUB in history. So two of our provost and our president are both from the history department, am I right? Yeah. And he was a professor at my time. Bassem grew up in Beirut and studied at International College. He pursued a degree in architecture at AUB and graduated in 1972. Closer, you can't hear me. Okay. And everybody tells me I'm loud. Here I have the opposite problem. In 1978, he set up Areen Architects and Engineers along with two former AUB architecture graduates, Mu'taz Sawaf and Omar Salhab. They eventually moved their operations to Jeddah and Saudi Arabia and to London. In 1982, he and his two business partners established the Roots Group. It's a company that is involved with providing building materials in the whole MENA region. And then in 1990, they established IFS, a wholesale company that deals with food products and retail business. And then in 1992, Bassem and his partners were instrumental in starting up yet another business, a fabric and clothing manufacturer facility in Egypt with worldwide sales. I don't know whether Bassem has any other ventures. You want to start a university or anything of that sort? You gave me that. Anyway, Bassem is a member of the Lebanese Order of Architects, and he serves on the board of the Center for Lebanese Studies at Oxford University in the United Kingdom. He is also on our external advisory board. Our third distinguished alumnus is Mr. Muhammad Al-Hindi, Mechanical Engineering 1986. Mechanical Engineering 1986. Mr. Al-Hindi gained extensive and valuable experience working for the National Petroleum Construction Company, NPCC, and the CCC Underwater Engineers. Two great companies. His professional career was interrupted for 4 years when he immigrated to Canada to seek Canadian citizenship. He is now a general manager in CCC Underwater Engineering, and he told me that his education at AUB, coupled with hard work, propelled him to a very successful career. Muhammad? Our last distinguished alumnus is Mr. Isam Darwish. Isam is not able to attend the meeting here, and you're his brother, I'm assuming, right? I've seen you before. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Muhammad will be receiving the award from on his behalf, and you will read the presentation tomorrow, right? Okay. Mr. Isam Darwish graduated in 1992, and after graduation, he joined MCI as a satellite systems manager. Between 94 and 97, he worked at the network as the network manager for Libancell. In 97, Mr. Darwish joined Lintel and became its vice chairman and director of projects. Lintel created and managed telecom networks in Liberia, Nigeria, Belarus, Yemen, Syria, Jordan, and Sierra Leone. He moved to Nigeria in 1998 and became deputy manager and director of Motophone, the first Nigerian GSM operator. In 2001, he became a founding member of UBS Services Incorporated, a specialized telecom infrastructure provider with more than 1,000 employees in Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Sudan, Saudi Arabia, and others. One of Isam's biggest achievements, he told me, was to convert UBC, a Nigerian subsidiary, UBC's Nigerian subsidiary, to a publicly owned limited liability company listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Muhammad. Can all the students alumni come forward and take a group picture? Professor Dalal, will you join us?